Good morning. Happy Friday. The weekend is on the horizon. More snow is on the horizon, and a lot of fun activities to get involved in off the mountain this weekend. The agenda is fully packed. We have some live interviews. It's going to be a great show, folks. Pour that cup of coffee. Vail Valley Live starts right now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. I'm Trisha Swenson here in the Grand Hyatt Vail Studios. We just saw Meredith Kirkman out in Vail Village. We'll be giving you details on what's going on today. And as Meredith mentioned, a lot of things happening on and off the slope. So it's good to be here. It's the weekend. We got Friday. I think Friday is kind of the new Saturday. A lot of people are taking Friday off to get out and go skiing and have some fun and just get their weekend started a little bit earlier. But we've got a lot going on today. So we want to kind of tell you what's going to be happening. So we're going to be live with you from 7:30 to 8:30. I'll be here in the studio. Meredith will be roaming around Vail Village, getting some interviews. And if you want to chat with us, you can do so on either our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. And you can watch the show anytime on those two platforms. You know, if you want to see a show from a couple days ago, they're all on there. But you can chat with us live if you're watching between 7:30 and 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. So let us know if there's something on your mind, if you want to say hey. We've had some fun this week with some of our regular chatters. Paul from the UK, he's already taken off. He was here from England. We've had LA, Lobgros, she was on the show the other day. Rodney Travis is always chiming in. So become part of our family. We love to hear from you and see what you're up to and see if we can answer any of your questions. We'll be giving you the weather details and we'll be giving you road reports, headlines, and a lot more. So we want to get you started on things. Let's get into the weather right now. So for today, a little bit of cloud cover this morning. And you know what? We're actually seeing, temperatures a little warm today. So we have 10 degrees on Beaver Creek Mountain right now and 8 over at Vail. So that is good news. We are above zero. It's been pretty chilly the last couple of days, and we are going to keep with those chillier temperatures, but we're going to be warmer this morning. So by about noon, we'll be in the upper teens and the 20s by later on today. So that's kind of what's going to be happening in our neck of the woods right now, and cloud cover as well. Goggles are going to be important today, not the sunglasses. You're going to want some goggles to help you see the definition in the snow. We did get 1 inch new at Vail, and look at that, 212 inches current season. That is pretty amazing, and we're still in January. But we're going to see a chance of snow for today. According to the National Weather Service, we're going to be entered into a winter weather advisory going on later today, tonight, and through Saturday. So snow showers, 90% chance of showers later on today, 80% tonight, and 70% tomorrow. So, and then a little bit of patchy and blowing snow before 3 p.m. So the winds are going to become a factor today. Maybe 5 to 10 in the earlier part of the day, then becoming 15 to 20 later on in the afternoon, maybe gusting as much as 30 miles per hour. So that is going to be getting the wind chill factor kicked in. So I would definitely dress warm for this. And then what kind of accumulations are we talking about? Well, according to Open Snow, look at this. So maybe by Saturday, 5 inches and 4 inches for Beaver Creek and Vail, respectively. We take a little break on Sunday, maybe another 3 to 4 on Monday, and then another 2 inches by Tuesday. So we'll take it. Hey, these little storms that bring us 3, 4, 5 inches, They all add up. So it's great to have that. But just be aware of this, and this could change the driving conditions later on today, too. Driving was pretty good coming in this morning, but if we get the snow all throughout the day and throughout tonight and tomorrow, it could be a little treacherous out there. But let's find out what it feels like out there. We have Meredith standing by, and she's going to let us know what the air temperature really feels like, because it was pretty cold yesterday. I think it's a little warmer today. At least when I drove in, we were well above zero.
Yeah, it's quite balmy out here, actually. I walked out and I was from my car, but I've been standing out here for a good 10 minutes and I'm not really
Yeah.
cold. But hey, I did dress appropriately. I'm wearing two jackets, I'm wearing some leggings under my pants because, we do stand out here for the next hour. But it's almost 20 degrees and sometimes we start out at 7:30 under 0
Yeah,
degrees.
yeah,
So it's
definitely.
going to be not too bad.
And you know what? I think that cloud cover helped. We had a little bit of sunshine
Mhm.
yesterday, and then that cloud cover came in last night. And last night I went for like a little snowshoe with a couple of my neighbors. We just went up on the hills by Edwards, and we hiked up high enough where we could see Beaver Creek, and we could see the Thursday night lights. So we saw the little
Um,
fireworks display. And you know what? We really bundled up because we thought, well, we're snowshoeing, but we're not snowshoeing that hard. But we were actually sweating. So it was quite nice out last night as well. There wasn't a full moon. We just had our headlamps, but it was kind of a cool little thing to do and to check out Thursday Night Lights from a totally different perspective.
Yeah, I love that. Just get up to the horizon, check out the fireworks. That happens every Thursday. I
Yes.
call them overachievers for that reason. But it's so great that you were snow. I feel like I've never been cold snowshoeing. I'm always breaking a sweat, so it is a good form of exercise in the winter.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. But so what are you seeing down there? Anyone heading up? We've got Sun Up Express. That lift is open. 1 inch of new snow. It's a Friday, as we like to call it.
Yes, we love Friday. We love the weekend. There's always a lot of events that take place. And it was a big week because we opened a brand new lift. So everyone was really excited about that. And it's this the snow is just flurrying right now. But you can almost assume that every day we're gonna see a little snow. We're just living in our little snow globe this year. We're really lucking out.
Yeah, 212 inches on Vail Mountains, so that's amazing. I mean, just to have that much snow already, and it just keeps on coming. I keep on thinking I'm going to wash my car, and I never can do it. It's either too cold that the doors are going to freeze, or it's just going to keep snowing and everything. So when I get gas, I just kind of wash the windows so I can see out the windows. The other day, there was a plow that was going through, and it was just dropping all the mag chloride. And so behind it, you could see all the lines of where it was dropping the mag. And then on the side, it had this spray to get the other lane. And he was going pretty slow. He was going like 40. So I was passing him, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to pass him because I just went through the entire spray. I'm like, my entire car just has a whole layer of mag chloride on it now. So it's just like, ugh, it just coated in that stuff. I hate that. But
Yeah,
maybe I'll get to
clean
wash my
cars
car
is
this
not
weekend.
a thing in the winter. We're pretty much always having icicles on the car and dirt, and that just kind of comes with driving in the mountains. And whenever it is super cold out and we had some moisture the day before, that is when you want to slow down on the roads because it can get icy, especially around turns. And when it is snowing really hard, you're going to expect to see those plows, and those plows really severely slow down the roads. So if you drive up and all of a sudden you hit traffic, most likely it's because of a plow. So you
Yeah,
got to be extra careful around them. Driving the mountain takes some experience and takes some confidence.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, plenty of follow distance between you and the car ahead of you. We got to talk about that. And we'll get to the roads in just a minute. But, we got a lot going on this weekend. I know that the Oakley booth, they're doing Oakley Community Days where you can test out some goggles. So that's going to be fun. You're going to be doing an interview with them today.
Yes, we're going to find out all about what's happening for the community days with Oakley. And Trisha, I'm not sure. Has this happened in the past? Because I can't really remember if it
Yeah, you
has.
know what? I think it was here last year, and then I think they took a break during COVID. So I think maybe this is something that they're resurrecting again. But, they're trying to, make it, it's a 4-day event. They're doing a barbecue tomorrow. They've got a couple of athletes that are coming into town. So it's pretty cool that they're making this a big deal. And, it's just they want to share the love.
Share the love, especially with a community who loves their brand. A lot of
Yes.
people wear Oakley, and I mean, our beloved hometown hero, Michaela Schifrin, she is an official Oakley wearer. She wears those goggles, and she's the best skier in the world. So
Yeah.
we're piquing interest with why their technology is so good. So there's opportunities to wear some of their goggles, demo them out, understand the difference between different light lenses for conditions. Today it's low light, which most of the days have been low light. So you're going to wear a completely different lens. So we're going to be talking to a rep later on in the show just to hear a little bit more about their goggles and what we can expect this weekend, because there is some parties on the agenda too. So we'll get that information out.
Yeah, and speaking of Michaela, wow, 84 wins already this week. So she had tied the record at 82. She broke the record at 83. Now she's at 84. She's just a couple of wins away from the overall male and female World Cup wins of 86, Ingemar Stenmark. So that can happen maybe this weekend. Who knows?
Who knows? She is a little tired. I heard in an interview, but understand had a lot of races, a lot of adrenaline, emotionally and physically.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's close to breaking this. And I did also read that Stenmark totally gave his, praise and support for her taking that world record. So it was
Wow.
great to hear both Vaughn and Stenmark share their support
Yeah.
and know that she may even break 100.
I know. Oh my gosh. It's going to be cool to see what she can do this season. Well, all right, let's get on with the show. Meredith, we'll let you run around and see. So it's 7:42. We're going to come back. We're going to give you your headlines and a road report.
Hi, my name is Carrie Mae Wack, and I'm with the Eagle Valley Library District, and today I'm at our Eagle branch featuring our Spark Studio. So this is our maker space lab, or the place where you can come try new technology. We have software, hardware, pretty much anything that you can use to make and create. We have some sort of version in our maker space. Thanks for checking out the Spark Studio with me today. Make sure to come back to the Eagle Public Library and check it out for yourself.
All right, we are back. Time now to take a look at what made headlines in today's Vail Daily for Friday, January 27th. As we round out the last couple of days of the month, here's what's in the news. And on the cover today, Justin Cizek of Vail, he experiments with the Da Vinci XI surgical system during an open house Wednesday at Vail Hospital in Vail. The state-of-the-art system helps surgeons be more fluid when performing surgery. And that leads us into our first story for today, operating on another level. So Vail Health is celebrating 2 years of operating with the Da Vinci robotic surgical system that has helped reduce pain and improve patient recovery times. More on this on page A2. Also in today's news, local Uber drivers among the highest paid in the U.S. Uber rates around Vail in winter are comparable to those in California wine country in the summertime. So find out more about this story on page A3. And also in today's news, group tackles mental health issues in the hospitality industry. So Culinary Hospitality Outreach and Wellness Group in Vail aims to meet monthly. More on this on page A3. And we're going to take it to the sports section right now. The X Games in Aspen, they are back. You can find out who some of the gamers are. And this day, so it's always fun. You can watch it on some of the big screens at the bars. And I know that the Oakley booth, they're going to be having the show on as well. So check it out. And you can more in sports on page 825. And then we've got entertainment for you, the weekend picks. What's going on? Well, one of those is the Oakley Community Days with everything from mini golf and a barbecue and some athletes that'll be here. And then we also have a 3 art installation at the Height to celebrate Vail's 60th anniversary. And then how about an uphill skimo happening at Arrowhead tomorrow? Sauna Saturdays with Hygge Life and a little Yeti hockey. So those are your weekend picks. Check it out. It's in today's paper on page B1. So that's a look at what's in the paper today. Grab your copy. It's free in newspaper dispensers from Eastville all the way down to Gypsum, or just go online, vaildaily.com. That's how we found out that Michaela Schifrin had won race number 84. So they'll be breaking that news if she does anything in Europe over the weekend. You know, they're a couple hours ahead of us, so it's already the afternoon there. So that's what's cool, is we can find out the breaking news. And they also give you updates on road conditions. And speaking of roads, they were actually pretty good driving in today. But with the National Weather Service putting us into a winter weather advisory today, tonight, and tomorrow, and an 80-90% chance of snow, we're going to see that those conditions probably deteriorate quite a bit. But things right now run smoothly. Now, I did notice on the electronic message board coming into work that the passenger traction law was already in effect on up at Vail Pass. So even though it looks pretty smooth, make sure that you have proper tires, whether they're snow or all-season tires. They have a good tread on them, and you can actually get a fine if you don't have that. Bald tires can cause accidents and some serious trouble out. But for right now, things moving pretty smoothly. So a lot of people try the slopes open at 8:30 here at Vail. But let's go back out to Meredith and see where she has gone and see what she's up to. She's our gal about town. Oh, I love that corner. I love that building. It's so decorative and ornate.
Yep, and we got some garbage trucks.
The garbage trucks. Cue the garbage trucks.
Our favorite friends in this morning. But yes, this building's awesome. The Axel's is one of the greatest stores here. It just, even if you don't buy anything, just check them out. What they have in the store is so fun. And then Lancelot Restaurant's been here for a really long time too.
You know what? I think Lancelot has been here. I think their 50th anniversary was like maybe 2018. I mean, it's over 50, and it's really cool. You know what? So I did an interview with them when they had their 50th anniversary, and you know how their restaurant goes, you go downstairs and then it backs up to Gore Creek. It's right next to Mountain Standard. They were telling me that it wasn't always beautiful views out of Gore Creek. There were a lot of like reeds and weeds and bushwhacking that you'd have to do. And they said when they were slow in the summertime, they would just go out and go fishing. like the chef and the owner, like, oh, well, we're just going to go fishing. And, but they said that Pete Seibert always had that vision that, well, we're going to clear that area. We're going to clear out all the brush. We're going to have it be easily accessible to people. So even back then, Pete had a vision for that Gore Creek Promenade.
Yeah, and that's where I'll head right now. But
Okay.
it's such a great area, and I'm also right by the children's fountain, which is our official Christmas tree right here.
Yes.
So
Yep.
that's some gorgeous views. This is one of the my favorite areas in Vail, like you said too. And then we have the candy factory,
Oh yeah.
Fuzzywigs,
Oh
El
yeah. How much time did
Segundo.
you spend in that, Meredith? I'm sure your parents were like, "Okay, just go to the candy store. Here's $10." Did they send
Oh,
you there when you
that
were
was
little?
that was our bar when we were kids. We'd run to the candy store. It's been around a long time. We got a little remodel recently, but
Oh, it looks like we're freezing up a little bit. Okay, maybe we'll let her stabilize and refresh. Sometimes when we move the iPhone around, it gets a little glitchy when we're going through Vail Village. But so where she right now is right in the corner of like where Pepe's is. You go on Bridge Street and then you take a right at Pepe's and then kind of another right to go down those stairs by the children's fountain and that beautiful Christmas tree. And then you go down and the Winterfest is there, the 16th annual Vail Winterfest. And it's an ice sculpture. There's 27,000 pounds of ice. All right, we were just talking about that. You're in front of it. Oh, that's so pretty. And it looks like it's really holding up. You know, they didn't expect it to through this month, maybe just depending on how sunny it is, but we haven't had the sun.
no, we've had really cold temperatures, which works out for this ice sculpture and also for the snow. The snow loves cold temperatures because it's not going to melt. It keeps
Yeah.
its shape more, and that's why everyone keeps talking about how good the conditions are up on the mountain. But this is super cool that we're seeing some photos right here because really it just totally changes at night because there's LED lighting. So it makes it even more magical. I mean, looking at this right now is cool and you can see the snow covering it a little bit, but at night it's just so magical.
Yeah. Yeah. And the exhibit is called New Wave, and it's about 100 feet long. And the highest one, I think, is about 9 feet or so. And they took all those little blocks of ice and they kind of fastened them together. And it is just such a magical place. It is really cool. That's funny how that snow is sticking on there.
Yeah. Like I said, it loved cold temperatures. But just to give you a little context, how tall it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That, that's amazing. That is really cool. And it is pretty at night. So I definitely recommend people go down there and check it out. A little fire pit over there, and the creek is still running. You know, creeks really don't freeze. Maybe little sections of them freeze, but really they don't really freeze at all. So yeah, that's pretty. I love it down there. That's a good place to go.
Definitely. Quite the upgrade from what you were saying, Lancelot, back in the day when this was all bushes and they just
Yes.
go out and fish. It's a whole different area. And in the summer too, it's a great area because dogs run around, kids run around, people are swimming in the creek, and then with the GoPro mountain games, they also
Yes.
do a lot of activities here. The rubber duck race happens in this creek. It's an iconic creek. So
Yeah.
it's a very cool area to just come check out maybe before or after dinner. Just stroll around. You got to check out the whole village because there's so many hidden gems throughout the village.
Oh yeah, yeah, there definitely is. There's more than just Bridge Street, so we just want to let people know about that. But hey Meredith, you mentioned GoPro Mountain Games. How about the X Games? So they're going on right now. That's always very exciting. And I know that the Oakley booth is going to be having screens where you can kind of check on what's going on. So today's day one. It's going to go through Sunday, and they've got women's big air. They've got Special Olympics unified skiing and snowboarding event, Jeep's woman slopes snowboard slope style, and then the Chipotle ski knuckle huck, and Monster Energy men's snowboard super pipe. So that's going to be what's happening today. And Leah, our producer, she has a friend that is in it, right? Okay, what is her name? Grace Henderson. And what's her event? Slopestyle and free ski. I so miss the Burton US Open. And, so like when we would have the big air and when we'd have that super pipe out there, that was always so fun to watch each and every winter. So this is kind of our next best thing. And you can go over there, you can spectate. And what's really neat is that I think there's so much mutual respect between the athletes. Like when I used to go over there, like, the snowmobilers would be like mesmerized by the half pipe. And then the half pipe people would be like, what? I can't believe they're doing flips on their snowmobile. It's just, it's kind of all these different fringe sports that aren't as common. So it's just a different thing. It's not your football, it's not your basketball. It's something completely different on snow.
Yes, us mountain people go crazy for something like the X Games, the Burton US Open, especially when it's in our back doors.
Yeah.
It's in Aspen, so it's just a quick drive over, about 2 hours. So you may want to go watch for yourself.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see it in person. Otherwise, obviously, watching the live broadcast on TV is always doable, and that'll be on TVs all around town for sure in the bars. I actually might go Sunday with my boyfriend. We might be scoring some free tickets through somebody.
Okay.
So fingers crossed.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? And it is close enough. You can just drive there and drive back, because hotels are probably, a little hard to get over there. But I always had a friend that worked over there, so I could stay at her house and then we'd go check out everything. But yeah, so in today's paper, it has a couple of articles about predicting who's going to win, who's returning. So I think that's definitely something to check out this weekend. But all right, how's it feeling out there? We getting a little bit of snow? I see a snowflake
Well, it's
every once in a
feeling
while.
colder now that I'm standing in an ice castle.
Yeah, totally.
And whenever you're by the river too, it cools down because you're having that cold air right off the river. So definitely a little bit more colder than by the parking structure. But
Yeah.
I'm going to mosey on over to Gondola 1, see what the hype is there. Because I know you were there yesterday, and there's already a DJ with the Oakley Community Days
Yeah.
ripping it up. So we're going to go learn a little bit more about the Community Days coming up next.
Okay, yep, because you know what? They're opening up at 8 a.m., 8 to 4. So they're about a half hour before the lifts open and close. The Oakley booth is not only in Vail Village, they're also over in Lineset. And this weekend, they're going to do, over in Lineset, they're going to do like a little mini golf going on. They're going to have a barbecue at Golden Peak tomorrow. Tomorrow, they're also having their Chasing Rabbits party, 8 to 2 a.m. So that'll be another opportunity for you to see a brand new nightclub in here. So just kind of some fun things that are going on. But if you're looking for some place to maybe do a little après ski, how about the Moet and Chandon Yurt? It's right here at Grand Hyatt Vail. I had a chance to check it out. Oh, hey, here we are at the brand new attraction here at the Grand Hyatt Vail. Here to tell us more, we have Carrie Clay. Tell us where we are. This place is gorgeous.
This is the Grand Moet Yurt. It's located right outside of the Zen Garden at the Grand Hyatt. And it's got an ice skating rink. We've got live music on what I am now calling Yurt Days instead of Thursdays.
Okay.
And the Yurt is open up 7 days a week from 3 to 6. And lots of fun things. Moet is our official sponsor for here. We have tons of different food, beverage.
Yeah, look at this charcuterie
Oh,
board.
it is my favorite. Chef Pascal does such a great job.
Yes, awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Come on in for après ski. You've got some fun little cozy seating areas. Bartender right there in case you want to get some Moet Chandon
I know.
as well. Perfect. Okay, and then, the ice skating rink, can we rent skates around here too?
So skates are part of the hotel's resort fee. So it's part of what you're already paying for, and it's also open daily from 3 to 6, weather dependent, of course.
Okay, yeah, perfect. If there's a little too much snow, they might have to shovel up that rink. But what a fun thing to do. You come off the slopes, you come to the yurt, you got this great experience. I love the decor. And
know.
it just kind of gets you ready for
It
your
does.
night. Maybe do this before you're going out to dinner.
Absolutely. Well, nothing hurts than a little bit of champagne at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, bubbles, no troubles.
Cheers.
Moet Vending for life's spontaneous, festive moments. Celebrate at the Grand Hyatt Vail.
Welcome. In January, we are showcasing healthy and wonderful beauty across the map will benefit the micro. Week, Mondays.
Power of a performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of last a lifetime. Concert comedy in the at Village.
Welcome back. For something to do at night, we have the Valar Performing Arts Center, standalone building, escalator, ice rink, and then it's to go the whole huge. They were able to beautiful 500. We'll go to Big Bag. Bella Flag, the Colorado Symphony. So this is actually at about $65. And maybe do a 4-pack where if you buy and saving along the swing band music, swing dance, as they Sarah becoming fifth explore just amazing feats that they can do on the stage. And then Bradford Marsalis Quartet, a little bit of dance, person. And all throughout the season, we are covering the 20 out, and it'll say she's going to find out what's happening at the community day.
Starting it off set goals today. We're gonna learn about the we have and of different awareness.
Gonna be
Of
ride a little. Barbecue. Yeah, absolutely. There.
rabbit. So
A couple. Rain. Get together.
I love learn. There's a lot of different ways.
Get a little hot chocolate, coffee, customize a sticker, and put it on your board so you look like the pros.
That's awesome. Okay, and I gotta ask, where are you coming from?
Me, I come from Colorado. I grew up over in Breckenridge, so
Okay.
not too far.
Okay. A ski mountain over.
Yeah.
Opportunity. Some new things. It's not about the guitar. We're gonna get funky with it. All right, gondola one.
I love it. You know what? It's a rose-colored world right now with those goggles on. So stop by the Oakley booth. Like he said, they've got one in Lions Head and in Vail Village. They'll be open from 8 to 4. And today would be a really good day to test out those goggles. And a few of the things we want to let you know about is just safety on the mountain. And, you take a test to get your driver's license and, so you can operate a vehicle. You should really know the code. And it used to be 7 through. So make sure you're in control ahead. They someone makes an arrest and you're they the way you'll hold up stop above or do not. And before starting downhill or entering a trail, when you have trails that are merging, maybe a catwalk is coming into a run, definitely make sure that you are avoiding other people. You must prevent runaway equipment, and that's having the brakes on your skis type of thing. Read and obey all signs, warnings, and hazard markings. So if there's any areas that are closed, stay out of those areas. And then you must safe or train. If you're an accident and a ski area, So this is just like when you get in a car accident, information and all that. See quite a few collisions, they do, all that. That is avoiding the, so just say injury. Injured, best. The docs are working skills, or the learn a little bit more from Dr. Joseph.
Dr. Joseph with Vail surgery, and as in our and knee surgery, be talking. So I'm going to reach out in this bend carpet make worse nerve compression in this area of biking does make grip like that, and most people complain of not only gripping a ski pole, maybe it, but tip out the difference between brain and so a couple of don't typically make any joint that's always suspicious of fracture can be applied where if you and it hurts, well, that's probably suspicion for a fracture. If you push on a joint, the joint is where the ligaments live. So you got a joint where the ligaments live, and then you have the bone, and that's the difference in our world. And again, that can be applied to everywhere in the body. So if you're hurting on your bone and you're black and blue, that's an x-ray. What are the most common wrist injuries you see during winter?